Hello Sagittarius, my name is Megan. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like and comment on this video if it just so happens to resonate with you. My readings are for sun, moon, and rising signs. We're going to switch it up this week just a little bit. For the newer faces watching, I normally will do weekly readings for each sign, but I'll do just a general, the person on your mind. This week we're going to go ahead and take a look at the new person. Any Sages dealing with a new person. Kind of let me know in the comments if you like the style of changing it up, or if do you like it how I normally do it. Just like your input, just to see. We're just going to kind of have some fun with it. Anyways, and Sagittarius's sun, moon, and rising signs, dealing with a new person. What can we tell them? What are the energies? One more shuffle. All right, let's get into it. Sagittarius and the new person. What are the energies? Make sure my mic is on. I've had some audio issues lately. Let's see. Knight of Swords reversed and Temperance card. Whatever this is, it's moving very, very slowly, almost to the point where it seems like it's not growing. For some of you, you may be born on the 14th. It's moving, not only is this connection moving slowly, you've noticed this newer person that can be very disorganized. This isn't growing, and it's driving you nuts. It's almost, for some of you, you may feel like, yeah, this situation, but also other situations, just in general, you've hit a stroke of bad luck recently. If you're like out there dating, trying to find someone, you've put a lot of effort into it recently, and it just seems like you've had bad luck after bad luck after bad luck. And usually what happens is we'll get so fed up with the dating world, and it seems like you are right now. It seems like you're dealing with someone who's taking things slow. You're trying to just stay in balance, not get too excited, but get a little bit excited because it's new love, right? But you also recognize that this isn't growing. It's kind of following some of the same patterns that you've had some not so great luck with as of recently. And what I'll say about that is, we as humans, it's so natural to want love, to want someone, to go out there, to try to date, all of that. But what you're telling the universe when you're in that state of energy, that state of mind, is that you're not whole and complete on your own. That's what you're telling the universe. That's what you're telling God when you're actively trying to find someone to date, and it just seems to not work out, not work out, not work out. They don't work out for a reason. As always, everything's connected. Everything does happen for a reason. That reason, I can almost assure you, Sag, is because your person, the person the universe has picked out for you, it's just not quite time. The timing hasn't aligned for whatever reason. When you do meet that person, all of these instances, these strokes of bad lucks with these new people, it's going to all make sense. Why it couldn't work out, why it hasn't been working out. But you're feeling pretty distraught here. You're really wondering, like, why is nothing working? Why is nothing coming in? Like, you're in a very low vibration when it comes to this. And like I said, it could be to do, also for some of you, you feel like everyone you meet's just a player. Like, you're really feeling like everyone you meet just seems like they come in strong, and then it's like it just burns out really quickly. And for many of you, you're sick of that energy. And I've definitely been there. That energy can get very tiresome. But we have to also remember, we always attract what we are. So make sure that you're raising that vibration as much as you can. And how you're going to do that, Sag, is by realizing and telling the universe you're whole on your own. You truly live this life solitary, right? Relationships, love, that's a gift when we step into our gifts, no pun intended, but when we step into the gifts that we're here to do, that we're meant to do. And numerology can tell you a lot about what your soul's purpose is here. But that aside, what I'm really being called to tell you is this stroke of bad luck, of these dating situationships, whatever, that keeps happening over and over. It has to do with the low vibration that you're in, and the feeling of not feeling complete and whole without someone there. For some of you, you dealt with a player, that really, really upset you. Like it was a long-term situationship. That's just for a couple of you. And it really set the tone going forward of wanting to find someone of good quality, but it's like you're just having a really hard time. It's so important when we want to manifest anything, money, love, anything, to keep our vibration high. And right now you're in a very low vibration. You may, for a couple of you, you may have had some just like treacherous dates that just you like were excited about, and then it's like, well, nope. And then you're excited about this person, but they're kind of scattered, they're moving slow, it's not really building. And just in general, you're feeling really down and out about the way your love life has been going. That's why I'm here, to hopefully help those that I can help and who are resonating with this. And I just, again, I want to reiterate, I know I've said this like 5 times, but I want to reiterate, I think I'm saying that right. The key to actually manifesting true love, a love that is sticking, that is meant to last, that we are like a soul contract, a long-term soul contract. The way to actually manifest that is to truly be in the vibration of not even wanting anyone else. Being so detached from wanting and needing love, boom, that's when it attracts. That is the law of attraction right there. Is you just have to not care. And I know we all want love and we want that significant other, but the moment you realize you are actually whole and complete without that, without anybody else. You know, you don't need that at all. And even a step further, the more excited you get about all the things you have going on just solely and solitarily, it's so funny. That's when the universe, bam, you'll meet that person. You'll meet someone so amazing that the universe picked out for you that you couldn't have even dreamed them up if you tried. They'll have so many attributes that you didn't even know you wanted or needed. Well, not needed, but wanted in a person, and it'll make you look back on these times of trying to find love, and it'll make you realize, oh, the moment I stopped caring so much about going out there and trying to find someone, trying to be with somebody, the moment you detached from it, boom, it comes in. It's so weird how that happens, and it'll be in some weird way too that you couldn't dream up if you tried. All right. For instance, I'll give an example. My parents tried for 8 years to have children, and my mom wanted a baby so bad for 8 years. That is a long time to try and have a baby and to be hoping and wishing and all of that. Finally, the doctors told them there's something just not compatible. You guys are going to probably have to adopt. The moment my mom accepted that fact, she got pregnant within a month because she detached from wanting that. She realized, you know what? Our lives are whole and complete without what we want. Yes, we want children, but we're whole and complete. There's other options. The moment she relaxed and detached from the outcome, bam, she got pregnant. And then she got pregnant with my brother like a year later. So that story in and of itself, sort of teaches, you know, that when we detach from the things that we feel like we need, but we really don't, we're whole and complete on our own, that's when they come in. It's so strange how that happens. But anyways, how is Sag feeling? How's this person who's moving slowly, not really building this feeling about Sagittarius at the deepest level? Oh, 3 of Wands reverse. Again, setbacks, delays. This person could have a lot in their life right now that's setting them back just in general. Maybe they're not in the best headspace to date. Yeah, they're not in any place to really be there for anybody emotionally. And I feel like many of you are looking for someone who's stable, committed, you know, all of these things. Like we said, there's things that when the universe brings in the person that's meant for you, it's not going to be the King of Cups reverse, right? Cold, distant, kind of rude, ruthless. That's not going to be the person, male or female. They're also not going to be so disorganized that it confuses you. Anytime you're dealing with somebody who is confusing you, it's usually because they are confused themselves. And we don't need that kind of energy, because all that does is lower our vibration. Okay, well, How is Sag feeling at the deepest, deepest level other than being in this lower vibration? You feel like you almost want to give this person a piece of your mind. And also, Sag, for some of you, without realizing it, you're getting very close. I feel like this is like one of your last tests. And by saying give this person a piece of your mind, I don't mean like be ruthless towards this person. I don't mean attack them, you know, why are you not doing this and that? That's the opposite of detaching from it. What I mean is just really holding your standards and boundaries and being intelligent. If I feel like you're really feeling like, okay, like enough is enough, and that's why I said you're actually completing a cycle of attracting sort of these types of situations into your life. Because you're having boundaries and standards now. You're not letting situations like this last any longer than they need to. And the more you do that, the more it raises your self-confidence. And you're completing a cycle here. A cycle of having short-lived things that never actually truly become what you want them to be. And I'm strongly getting the way you're completing the cycle is you're working on your self-confidence. You're really putting efforts into yourself, although you are really sad and in a lower vibration that you've had a string of bad luck when it comes to newer love lately. I do feel like you're just kind of getting sick of it altogether. And therefore, passing a test that the universe has given you. This person, this not building, moving slowly, disorganized, disarrayed person that you're dealing with, I feel like the more you're intelligent about, I feel like you're proving to the universe by just detaching from it. You're like, no, I'm done with these short things. And yes, it makes you sad because there was obviously something you liked about this person, or it wouldn't even be on your mind. But it's like you're realizing it is what it is. And in doing that, you're proving to the universe, you're passing a test from the universe by not letting this drag out, by realizing you deserve more, by using your intelligence to realize you deserve more. You're passing the test from the universe. You're proving to the universe that you are ready for something real, something stable, because you're not putting up with bad energy anymore. You're detaching from it. And therefore, it's, bam. I feel like for many of you, it's going to come out of nowhere. It just is. Okay, let's switch decks. Maybe if they don't fall everywhere. What is the advice that we can give Sagittarius? You have someone new coming towards you, newer than this person, who's going to feel like a best friend towards you as well. What's some advice that we can give Sagittarius? I feel like that best friend concept is something that's been missing from your dating life for quite a while for some of you. What's some advice we can give Sagittarius just in general regarding this situation, all of it? Oh my God! I love it when this happens as a reader, sorry. When I was shuffling, I saw the Two of Cups, which is why I said you're really missing that friendship aspect that comes along with dating, because you've dealt with a lot of short-term things that just haven't really ever grown into more. You've had a string of, you know, worse off luck when it comes to that lately. You're looking for a true partnership, someone that you can share your life with, someone that you can actually have that friendship with as well. And it's going to come in because you're closing out the cycle of the opposite of that, right? You want someone who's like a best friend, that true partnership. So anything that's not that, you're cutting off. You're not entertaining it anymore. Therefore, completing a cycle in your life and proving to the universe that you deserve what is coming in. And then we have the High Priestess. Some of you are very, very intuitive yourselves. Some of you may be tarot readers yourselves or read energy, be very into spirituality. I mean, you're watching this channel, so that's obvious, but more so than the average person, I'll say. Some of you are going to meet someone who's very spiritual as well. It's going to be a really spiritual connection, and therefore you guys are going to build a friendship based off of intuition. Your intuition's going to tell you, oh, this is the person I've been looking for. This is it. There's something there about there's going to be a very intuitive connection coming up very soon, where it's going to feel like you're both on the same mental landscape, same spiritual landscape. The physicality is going to be there. Tell me more about this newer person coming in, the one that, tell me more about this. How's this person, how's Aries going to know that this is their person? that they're able to have that friendship with. Not Aries, Sagittarius. Sorry, I do that a lot. Sagittarius. How's this person gonna know? This person may be younger, just by a little bit for some of you. You'll know because they're not going to have any bad patterns of behavior that you're going to recognize right away, but people can always fake that in the beginning. But how you're actually going to know is this person's going to make you some kind of romantic offer, again with the younger energy, maybe someone younger. This person's going to be emotionally open with you a lot, like way more than these little things that have not seemed to have worked out, that have quite frankly kind of been bugging you lately. This person's going to come in a lot different. For instance, if you're out on a date, these energies of the past, these little short-term things that have not been what you're looking for, you know, maybe you asked them a lot of questions about themselves and it was just like they didn't ask you a thing about yourself. This is going to be someone where you're like, so, da-da-da-da, and you ask them a question and they'll answer, and then they'll say, what about you? And that true friendship will actually start to build. Like I said, you guys will be on the same wavelength. We always attract what we are, too. I feel like you'll be in a much higher vibration because you're completing the cycle of basically not putting up with bullshit anymore from newer energies that are just out for a validation dopamine hit in their brain. Right? You're looking for something real and committed, and it is coming. It is coming. And it's going to be really beautiful. For some of you, it may be a Cancer, but how you'll know is they'll be a lot more open than you've been experiencing, and they'll actually want to get to know you. They'll also be quite romantic, even if they are, like I said, a younger energy. So that is what I have for you today, Sagittarius. I hope this helped at least one person out there. Again, let me know in the comments if you like this style, kind of going from new person, past person, switching it up a little bit. I don't know. As always, I will see you guys next time.